with my good friend Carlos Cateriano, and we're gonna check on his games. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, I have been doing this. It's very like I have been commenting my Blitz games.
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
enjoying it. Like it's
No,
really cool.
I love listening to him too because it gives me a different view on how you're seeing the game, like you're trying to thought. Like I told you before, like my games, the way I'm thinking now, I think about two, three candidate moves,
Right.
and then from there, even though it seems so good, I look at my final position and then analyze that position
Right.
and see if I can move forward with it. But okay, so my first game here is with George Reynaldo. I think he's like close to 2200 now, right? I mean, I know he surpassed 2200 at one point.
Yes, he's pretty strong, especially in end games. I had a rook end game against him, a pawn down, and I couldn't draw it. He's pretty good player. He knows a lot of openings, right? And he plays
Yeah,
anything, okay? But his openings, in my opinion, are not that strong. You can since he plays everything, right? But
yeah,
so if you need to try to get an edge with him, like you try to get it in the opening, otherwise it's hard, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I guess that's my strength right now
Yeah.
is opening. So yeah, I definitely took advantage in the opening here.
So I believe you sent me a Facebook message with it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your Facebook message. I mean, I can see your Facebook now.
Okay, let me see the Facebook log. I think you sent me today, right? E4G6. No, that's not the one.
Yeah, I sent you the E4C
Okay, one second.
E5.
Let me pull this one. Okay. Okay. Queen F8 and then right. So new. Okay. 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 And let's paste the game. There we go. Right.
Wow, that was quick. Okay.
Yeah. So E4.
All right, I was white here. Is
Yeah.
there any way to flip the board?
Sure. Let me flip the board. Flip, 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 flip. Do you see?
No, I don't see it. Board up there, maybe flip. Oh, flip board to the left.
Okay, flip board. This one. Okay.
All
So you
right.
were white. You play the Grand Prix, right? That's what you're playing nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, Vlad played this E6 line. Which is very
Yeah.
like more solid actually from the other ones. So you play this, right?
Yeah. That E6 line. I don't remember. I need to look at what my book says about that line. I think you can play the E6 after you place another move. I'd have to look at it. I don't know. But I just kept on. Yeah, I just kept on with my F4 after that.
Usual plan is to play well, instead of D6, D5 right away. Okay, that's usual, right? Okay, but anyways, this is a line.
Yeah, he played. Yeah.
Okay, and then you exchange this
Yeah.
this bishop, right?
Yeah, and in that opening that I'm going for is that getting rid of that white bishop in exchange for either the knight or his white bishop. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, usually like okay, there's some people who don't like this move, but I think it's normal in these kind of openings. Otherwise, you don't know where to place the bishop, right?
yep,
Yeah.
exactly. If not, yeah, and I feel really uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable. I just don't. I prefer playing this game. Sometimes they play a6, so I have to go into the close Sicilian lines where I would have to play g3 and then bishop to g2.
Hmm.
And then castle, and I don't like that at all. So I just whatever chance I get to trade that bishop for either the knight and their white bishop, then I go for it. So
Check in the book. There is one of these lines that they play bishop b5. When the bishop goes to d7, they go here.
yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So the bishop might be a bit misplaced because they don't have the break with d5 because it's covering
mhm.
the scope of the queen. Okay.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
And then after that, play d3 to give
Right.
your bishop an outpost on b3. Okay.
D3, A4, and then you launch the attack on the king side. Yeah, that's usual, right?
Yep.
Okay. So far this is normal stuff, right? And then you went for this, right? The attack.
Yeah.
Okay. And he played this, right?
Yeah. He played that.
Okay. That was a possibility. Other possibility, maybe it was castling queen side. I don't know, maybe. Okay. No, that I think this is fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this, and you went for this, right? And this pawn becomes a bit weak, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a basic. I mean, I didn't. I knew there was defenses. I didn't. I mean, it was a basic attack. I know when I
Right.
was analyzing it, the computer goes for the trade of queens immediately.
Oh,
Wait.
with queen g4. Yeah, and the thing is that your c pawn, c2 pawn, unless you play c3 or c4, it will become weak, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Big time.
Fine.
Hmm.
And he was sacking the pawn and then trying to play rook c8, right? And then you went for this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't. I really didn't want to take that pawn because then he opens up. He plays rook g8 and
Rook g8, right?
he has an immediate attack on my king already. I
Right.
feel pressure.
Yep.
Yeah. So now I'm just putting pressure on the e5 pawn.
Right, and he goes back to c6, right?
Exactly. That's the idea.
Okay. Right. Cool. Okay. And then is there a better move than queen c6? Like, what do you think?
To
Wait.
defend, it was the move that I was thinking he was gonna make for sure was knight to d7. I don't know how accurate that is.
Knight to
Because
d7. Actually,
yeah.
my wife is saying hello. I don't know if you can see her. She just
Oh
saw
no,
my
I
screen,
can't.
right?
I can't see her. If she can see me, hello, hola.
So you're saying knight d7, right? And is that the computer move?
Not sure.
Okay, saying rook c8, but it's already giving you advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're way better, right? For sure.
Yeah, for
The
sure. I
pressure
felt
on
that.
the yeah.
Yeah, I had the pressure on him. He has
Uh-huh.
to constantly defend at this point.
And then he went for queen c6, and you are like now much better, right?
Yeah, big time.
Now much
I didn't
better,
understand that move. I mean, because him taking c2
right?
to me wasn't much of a threat, just because I'm already gaining two pawns, and I would gain a tempo once I take d4 with my knight.
Yep, and he hasn't even castle, so
Yep.
it's gonna be difficult for him. Yeah. So he played rook takes e5, right? And there are a lot of tactics that come now, right?
Yeah.
And then king f8, and you two just took the pawn, right? It's fine.
Yeah, I think the idea behind king f8 was for him to play bishop d6, but I mean I just took the pawn and
Yep.
kept getting tempos.
Yes, for sure. And even if he gets the exchange, like this is much better.
Yeah.
So it goes this bishop e3, queen takes b2, and rook f8, right?
Yeah.
What happens if he plays bishop d6? You have one rook f6. Okay, rook f6. Right, you have rook takes f6. If g takes f6, you have bishop h6. Checkmate, right?
Yep.
And you're in a position that, like I was checking on this one as well. If you just in the variation, if you just stay here,
Yep.
and if you take here, he takes here on, and you have
Check.
this move, right?
Well, how about I mean bishop? You were saying.
This one, this one, this one.
Mm-hmm.
If he takes,
Oh, check. Okay.
you
Yeah.
have knight d6, right? You have that trick.
Yep.
So let's go to a main line. And here I was checking this knight f5, like something like you missed here, right?
Yeah. Before. Yeah. Go back one move here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right there when he plays rook, he plays rook to d8.
Okay.
I mean, I spent a good, I don't know, I'd say 5 minutes thinking about this sacrifice. I was,
Right.
I was I was trying to be creative here, and if I sack my queen on g7,
Yep.
it was if I sack it, I thought I saw maybe like a forced draw or a checkmate if he played the incorrect moves. But no, I mean I mean he can hide. He can definitely hide. So
Yeah. The move.
I played it safe. I played it seemed like a natural move. Knight to f5.
Yeah, and it's still winning, right? And actually, I saw this. There's a queen sacrifice there. I saw it, but I didn't see the complete follow up. So let's first go for
Yeah,
the. I thought about rook takes d7, right?
yeah,
Rook takes d7, and yeah. Let's see. Rook takes. Let's try this one. Okay. Rook takes. Right. Only if king takes, which is the most natural one. Oh, you have okay. Wow, you have knight f5. If he goes to d7, you have checkmate, right?
yep,
Yeah, we have checkmate, and then
yeah. Check, and then with the knight on e7. Yeah, check.
right. If he goes for okay, let's see. If he goes to king, yeah, king e8. Wow, this one loses to. It's nasty, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all nasty. Okay, let's not go for this one. Okay, so this is the line that I saw. Do you consider this move now?
I did, man, but I don't know. I was just so I guess so obsessed with other moves that you know, I don't know. I just didn't want to lose that exchange, but um, at that point, I guess I just excluded it from my candidate moves.
Right. Sometimes it's when you get such a good position, it's hard to follow up because
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, and you
you
get. I
try
mean,
to be
at least,
perfectionist, right?
yeah, at least for me, I get obsessed with certain moves,
Yep.
and then it's like I get tunnel vision.
Yeah. You don't want to let him go back into the game, right?
Yeah,
So okay. So knight h, and I
yeah.
saw the queen sacrifice. I don't know if it worked. I was checking knight h6 and then f6. I don't know what happens after that because
Oh,
even taking the queen is losing.
knight h6.
F6. Okay. Let's check this one.
There, that's he has to take, right?
No, if he
If not,
takes the
if
queen, it's checkmate.
yeah, it's checkmate. So he has to take the knight,
Okay, and then this
and
is
then rook takes knight on h.
okay, right. Takes, takes, then here, and then sacrifice. No, what is this?
No,
Rook
no,
takes
just rook
h5.
takes h5 or something like that. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
yeah, this is pretty much like good for you, right? You are ahead, two pawns up, and your king is his king is exposed, right?
yeah, and there's a threat of bishop g7,
Yep.
which I don't know if he can defend.
Well, he can take on c2 maybe. A2, but it's a hard position. His f7 is gonna be a
Yeah,
target as well. So if he plays this, maybe this is a move. I don't know. Or
yeah.
this is a move, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's good one. Let's go back to the move. So he took the rook, right?
Yeah,
I guess you start to being worried at this point, right? And you are
yeah,
just ahead like 0.67, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And then what is the other line that they were saying? If you don't take the knight, what happens? What happens if this move? Oh, you just take the knight. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he took the okay, and you took here. But you're still. I feel you're still better, even better than whatever the evaluation says. Okay, because
Yeah.
okay.
Honestly, when he like I did not see that combination at all.
Okay.
When he played knight to h5, and then I
Mm.
played queen to g4, I had no idea that I left my rook hanging. Can you believe that?
Oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very
After
very sad.
all these moves, I had no, and then he took my rook, and I was like, oh wow, But then I figured, okay, look, that rook on h8 is still like it's not doing anything,
Yep.
so I'm still ahead a bit. So
Yeah, and those type of moves, like when you have a better position, you miss something like it, like you lose a bit of concentration, right?
hmm
So okay, So you went like this, and then you took this pawn. This is a move that I was wondering, like, this is very interesting. Like, I would like to know why you did this move. Like for me, it's maybe the action is not like just taking that pawn. That pawn didn't have anything to do with the game. Maybe trying to improve the position. But what do you think about this?
Honestly, we were both down on time. I'd say we were
Okay.
less than 5 minutes each,
Right.
and my whole idea was to move to play d4, but then he played rook to e8, supporting the attack on the pawn, putting pressure on the pawn on e4. So I couldn't do that anymore. I couldn't push d4. So I just took the pawn. There was nothing better to do. He had no moves whatsoever. So I just took the pawn. So
And here the computer is showing this knight takes g7 followed by d4, right? And then that's very interesting. Let me see. I didn't. It's hard to. Those tactics come like.
really, knight takes g7. Wow.
Yeah. So if he
Whoa.
takes, of course he cannot take with the bishop. It's checkmate. Plays
Yep.
this e4, right?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
And
So
then
now he can't take that pawn.
actually the computer is suggesting to take on d4. Wow. What happens if he moves either e6, e6, then king g3. Okay. Wow.
Jeez,
Okay.
mate in 12.
I can't believe it, man. This is ridiculous. Okay. G6. Oh, what is here? Wow. Oh my god.
Jeez.
This is too much for me, man. King takes. This computer moves too
Wow.
fast.
And then mate. Is that a mate?
Mate,
Wow.
I can't believe it. That's like those tactics, man. This is like a passive position, right?
Yeah.
We can put it on Facebook, find the move, right? And we can ask them like see what is the follow up because this is nuts, right?
Yeah, it
This is
is, man.
completely
Wow.
nuts.
To get this position is it's tough to get these type of positions in a game like that.
Yeah, and
Wow.
in a kind of rapid game, it's very hard to find this out, right?
Yeah.
And then you have I thought queen c7, but rook takes f6, right? Wow, that's too much. Yeah. Okay, let's
Jeez.
go back to main. But this is very rich position, but it's hard to find since you have so many possibilities. Sometimes you don't know what to do. But
Yeah.
I don't think bishop takes h7, a7. Like you're just getting a pawn, and he doesn't much have a way to improve his position, right? That's the
Yeah,
main thing.
that's what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, what is he gonna play? I mean, he can't move those pawns,
Um.
or it buys me some time to think of a move.
Yep.
So let me just take the pawn. And then it's a huge blunder, I think, on his part.
Yep. Yeah, maybe trying to improve with h6 and king g8. That's a possibility, right?
Yep.
Well, computer is saying h5 instead. Okay, and trying to just move the king to the king side, right? But still,
Yep.
it's a very tough position to play. Like you need to find like really precise moves, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Very sharp play, if not.
so this is pretty much. Let's just quickly go to the final moves, and this is pretty much over, right? So
Yep.
was it the highest rated player you beat in your life?
Yes.
Okay, that's great, man.
The game didn't go up to that point. I was just trying to see what he can defend. But it went. If you can go back, yeah, right there he resigned there.
Okay.
So I mean, of course, there's nothing he can do.
Okay, great,
So
man. That's great. Yeah, congrats for that, man.
yeah, man. Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, beating a master, that's crazy.
Yep,
That's like my goal. So
That's true. Yeah, beating a
I
master.
mean, it's not just like, oh, I'm playing a master. I mean, to get the opportunity to play a master in the first place, that's even tougher. So
I haven't beat too many masters, but the times I beat masters, I felt like really great. Yeah,
yeah,
and I'm trying to become one myself. I don't get much time.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay, so let's go to the following game. You want to show me the one against Gaston?
Yeah, let's go through that one. That one was a
Okay.
loss. I thought I played it. I played a solid opening, and you'll probably laugh, but it was he didn't play a Sicilian, but I still went and played the Grand Prix and
Oh my god.
against the whatever opening he played, and it worked out. I mean, it really worked out. So
Okay, so let's see.
I in my end game was bad though. I mean, I couldn't. I was low on time, and he's just such a strong end game player.
Yep.
I mean, he just demolished me. He broke me down. I mean, little by little. So
So you are white?
yes, sir. So let's go
Okay,
ahead and
let's
flip
flip
the
again.
yeah.
Flip the board and g6, right? Knight
Yep.
c3, f4. Okay, and he plays this like perk, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know much with this line because usually they go. Okay,
Me
I'm surprised
neither.
Gaston
Honestly,
Gaston playing this. He's preferring something different.
yeah.
I haven't seen him playing this like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, he played that. I had no idea what opening that was, so I just kept playing my moves.
Uh, okay. So far, right? He plays this, right? So what he wants is to take control of the d4 pawn, right? So usually that's gonna be
The theme, I guess. I
yeah.
mean,
So the thing for you is to play on the king side as usual, right? So
yep.
here maybe I believe
Yeah, I didn't know
bishop
what to play
e3.
there.
Bishop e3 looks makes more sense for me at least. And then you can play queen e1 after he castle. Let's say you play this, he castle. Oh, what happened? Why is not allowing me? Bishop e3 and castle, right? And then you can play this move, right?
That's true.
Why is not allowing me? I don't know. Maybe that's a possibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. No. Okay. So this that's a possibility, right?
Yep.
So that's because h3 I believe it loses a bit of time, and you can launch the attack like in the Grand Prix, right? With
Yeah,
f5 and
F5 is
then
my whole idea here. Yeah.
f5, queen g4, queen h4. If he takes the king, you can take with the rook and swing to h3. It's not that easy,
Yeah,
but
you're right. I completely agree with you on the bishop e3 first. That way, because I was terrified of the threat of knight. At the right time he plays knight to d4, threatening on c2 and threatening the piece on f3, whichever that is.
yep.
So okay,
Okay,
cool.
here tactically maybe it doesn't work, but that's the idea mainly, right?
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
play maybe yeah, king e3 and right.
Yeah. I
Maybe
figured
bishop
you.
e3.
Yeah.
If he castle, you play this move, okay?
Mhm.
And then you have the option like right to go back to g1, okay? So that's a possibility. Yeah. So what happened here, right? You play h3 and then you play this, okay?
Mhm.
That's good move, right? Yeah. That's actually I don't think you did a bad move, but I don't know. Maybe it was. So he takes. He goes for this, and now watch. Okay. Cool, man. Plays. Yeah, and the plan is with f5. That's what they are saying. That's what you play, right?
Yeah. The if you go back, I mean, the second he played knight to d7.
Hmm.
I mean, I didn't know what his plan was, but for sure he was gonna push some pawns up, maybe the e or the f pawn,
Yeah.
something. So I just immediately put that pressure. So
Yeah. Like this 97 is common thing. I believe.
yeah.
What he wants is to increase the scope of the bishop, and also I don't know. Maybe there are possibilities of playing c5. Maybe
Mhm.
playing like it's not like a Benoni, but you have the option. If you play f5, he can go to knight e5 at some point, right? Playing
Yep.
c5 and knight e5. So
Yep.
he took and he plays so b5. Okay. So what is the plan here? You play e4. Okay, you protect your pawn,
Yep.
right? Winning space in the center was seemed like also some logical, right?
Yeah. What are you talking about? Like maybe D4 or something?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
D4 I was thinking about, and yeah, D4 was a possibility as well, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so he took this, and then you went for the attack, right?
Yeah. I figured at this point, everything's solid. So
But what's your plan now?
just attack, break through the on the king side and come up with some type of attack. That was my plan. My plan was G4, H4, and then see see what happens after that. Maintain my position. So
Okay, I think his plan can be right to play e6, e6, right? I believe e6 it looks like I don't know.
well,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're saying E6.
E6. Mm,
What if after E6 I play? Yeah, no, that's good for me. I don't know. Maybe G5 after that. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking like he wants to attack in the center, right? That's main thing.
Hmm.
So he play 95. He play here, and he I guess he plays c5, right?
Yeah.
C5. Wow, he played this move. Okay, okay, and then he plays c5. Yeah, he play like he's playing great. Yeah. So now he has control in the center, but you have your some attacking chances in the king side. I think you so far you have played a very very decent game, Carlos. He
Yeah.
has good control over his center, so it's hard to break through. But still, like you have a control position, he cannot break like easily in the center either.
Yep.
So knight f4, and he tries to okay occupy the large squares, right? So okay, yeah. Rook f2 was a possibility as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I considered Rook F2. But then I was thinking maybe I was wasting too much time and I just wanted to push to his king. So,
Okay, okay,
but
yeah. And
um,
you're maybe you're right. Yes, yes. Okay, and he now he plays. Okay, you play this. So far, you're playing great. Yeah. Wow, he took. Okay, and then what is this? Oh, he breaks in the center. That's the thing. Yeah, he breaks in the center. Maybe going to e3. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so far you
now,
have played
okay,
like
so
very good.
here was a kind of critical moment. I was thinking about, okay, do I take the knight? It seems like it's obviously a very strong knight. I mean, it's extremely strong knight. So do I take it? I mean, my bishop isn't doing much, but I got some criticism afterwards from some masters that were there. They were like, "Oh, you should have taken the knight," but I didn't. I thought, I mean, I figured I can use a knight at some point, but we'll see.
But at least you can wait for a couple moves before taking it, right? Why you have
Yeah,
to?
because I feel too that that knight, even though it's in the center, it's strong. It's not. I mean, it can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but the thing now he closes. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe this. Yeah, the thing is the problem with right these attacks is you gotta see like if he can if he can neutralize the position, right?
Yep.
And at this point, okay, and you play this. Maybe that's too committal, right? Too committal.
Yeah.
So what is the move here, right? H5, right? Keeping your chances, right?
Is that you're saying H5 at this point, right?
Yeah, keeping your chances, and that's actually that's also your computer evaluation. Because
Yeah, and
you
I
f6 like this pawns, you need to like actually what I think is many times that happens to me as well. You have the option of taking or pushing, right? So
yeah.
if you move if you push the other side, they know what to do. But if you keep the two possibilities open, then you have more options, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, no,
true.
you can't. Honestly, when I moved to F6, I completely missed H5. If I would have seen H5, then I would have played myself H5 first
Oh,
before going to it.
why you thought like you could play H5 and then take on, but
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
thought, okay, I'm gonna play F6, and then my
Hmm.
next move H5. But then I didn't see that he could make H5 first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could
To
make
close it up
H5.
completely, and then
Yes.
after that, it was like, oh man.
Yes, yes, that's true. And he has that option, but even if he didn't have it, maybe it was too committal still. Right?
Yeah.
You can keep that option open. Okay. First weakening his king side and then go for that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's also true. Okay, so what is the computer saying after h5? Let's see. Okay, g takes f5. I don't know. That's a computer move. I don't know if Gaston would have done this move. Okay. Um, what would he have done?
I would have loved it if if that went on and he took it on F5. Yeah, I would have loved that.
What if g6? G6.
Wow, that looks scary, doesn't it?
Computer move. Yeah, computer move. Then now it's time to take the knight, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure.
And you're a bit better, man. Like you have a strong like king side. This is better position for you for sure. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure about it. You can build up on this. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what's the next move there? G6, and how do you stop? I mean, how do you stop that?
Right. That's my opinion, right? You can prepare the f6, right? Maybe with moving the king, have the king up there, and you can
Exactly.
just
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
try to
Yeah.
form the
G2 or
battery,
something.
and then you keep the options, right? Also, you have the option of if you play g6, you have the option of taking or pushing if the king goes to h8. So keeping both options open. That's the main theme, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like keeping your options. And this is a new game actually. Yeah, and then he has to be careful, right? He has to find precise move, defensive move. You have initiative. Um, you have options, right? You have options of swinging rooks, right? That's a thing. And let's just go for this and what the computer is saying. F takes f6. I would say with the h pawn, but let's see if we play like this. Rook a7. He has to find precise moves, as I said. Right? It's
Yeah,
very
it's scary
complicated.
and
Yeah,
time pressure and
he
stuff. I
has to
mean,
find precise. Yeah, otherwise it's gonna be tough, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So and King has to move there.
Actually, yeah. King moves there.
So rook to F7 maybe.
I'm saying rook f8, queen f8,
Um,
rook f1, king h6. He has like.
I'm just afraid of checking patterns that he would have. Yeah, you
Well,
see.
but okay. This, maybe he has a perpetual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a perpetual, but still, like it's a good position, right? Like
Oh
he has
yeah,
to
I
find
would have
precise
taken a
moves,
perpetual any day.
and I don't think he did anything bad either. I don't know, but your attack was solid. That's the thing, right? Your attack was solid.
Yeah.
Maybe waiting for taking the knight was also okay. Like the knight didn't have any other square. Where is it gonna go, right? But if you
Yeah.
after you play f6, maybe he has the
That's
option of
it.
playing knight e6, right?
And yeah, that's what closed it up. And then
Yeah,
after that, it was.
that closes.
I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't finish putting the game. I should have, but I didn't have time. I rushed it a bit. Yeah.
So
And
now, like,
I actually didn't take the knight there. If you go back, I guess I sent you a different version, but I think at this point I played. Um, I don't remember. I think I played bishop to g5. I don't know, or maybe did I play h5? I don't remember.
okay.
So,
So here,
yeah,
what can be the plan? Here we close the position, right?
yeah.
So yeah, maybe taking the knight was an idea, right?
Yeah, I think at this point I should have just taken the
Taking
knight
the knight.
and gone for the draw. Because, and then at this point f2, rook f2 or
Yeah,
something.
rook f2 or rook uh yeah, rook f3 as well. That's an option, right? I'm playing this rook to this one. So you're gonna try to play h5 at some point, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, rook, rook g8, and the other rook, right? I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
There's this. Oh, you always need to watch for this one, right?
queen to
Well,
g5.
g4. Oh, let's just play g5. Well, he can just take. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Well, anyways, you're a pawn out, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Those are options, right? But this is anyways, okay, move. But you didn't take the knight, and then that knight caused you problems, right?
yeah, big time. Because he actually retreated that night, and then he had all other options and stuff.
To be honest, like I don't think this knight looks very strong, but it's against the Darshire bishop. The structure, I don't think it's that bad for you. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like kind of, in my opinion, is the strength of those two pieces are kind of the same. Because
Hmm.
anyways, the bishop's gonna control the squares of the knight, right? Based on this structure. If you had a bishop like light square bishop, the story would be different. I think like
Yeah.
he would be much better. But
Yeah.
dark square bishop, you're just controlling the squares, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my game. I mean, it was um, it was good. I felt good afterwards, even though I lost. I thought I
Mm,
did well. I thought I maintained my position the entire time. I wasn't in
right.
crazy danger, and I just had a plan of attack. I wasn't lost.
Yeah, that was a good game. I don't think like main thing was from here was that you can keep your options so open, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But besides that, you play a great game before that, right? You play a great game.
Yep.
You can check the ideas with the bishop e3 and swinging the queen to the king side, like if you calculate it well, of course. But like in the this Grand Prix, right?
Yeah.
Just those Shinshi attacks, which are great.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fun. I mean, I think in the end game, actually, he started pushing the A pawn. If
Right.
you go, yeah, he started pushing A5 and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, he had better understanding of the end game, and that's something I need to work on. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's it. We can, do you want to review? We can review the other games. I'll send them to you, and we can do them another video. You want to do that?
Oh, it's up to you.
Yeah,
You
because
wanna?
I need to write them down first and then send them over to you. So,
Okay.
because I don't think I sent those to you yet.
Oh, okay. So you don't have it in. You want to
No.
like you can tell them to me. I can put them on the
Yeah.
board,
Okay. Let's
right?
do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do my game with Delbert.
If you want, let's do the game you lost. Like the well, which is the game you
My
play like
my
you
game
play
with your.
the worst of the two of them.
Oh, okay. My worst game, I thought it was against Jordanis for sure.
Okay, let's see that one then.
He's such an attacking player, and he plays so fast that I mean, I started making mistakes on my side, and I was like complicating myself in theory. Opening, I mean, I played the opening terribly. You're gonna make fun of me for sure.
Okay,
So let's do that. All right. So I was white. So if you want to flip the boards, and
yeah.
I played e4.
You were white, right?
You know what? I'm sorry. No, I was black.
Okay.
He played e4. I played c5.
Okay, one second. Let me flip the board.
Yeah, I was
Um,
black.
okay, he played e4. You played c5, right?
Yeah,
Why is
and then knight f3.
One second. Okay.
No problem.
So he played knight f3.
Yeah, I played g6. So the hyper accelerated dragon,
Okay.
and then he played the alpine
This
variation
one.
c3, correct.
Okay.
And then I played bishop to g7. He
Hmm.
played d4.
Yep.
I took. He took. I played d5. Saw
Yep.
theory up to now,
Hmm.
and then he played the e5 variation.
Oof. Okay, I love it. This one for black, to be honest. I play this myself. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I have to. We have to review it then because
Yep.
I. This is the variation that I hate the most. That
Actually, I beat
um.
him on a similar position. Okay.
Okay, so here I
Yeah.
played knight c6, which is theory up to now,
Yep.
I believe, right?
Yes.
And then he played knight to c3,
Yep.
and then now I think we're supposed to put pressure on. I mean, I from what I remember and what makes sense to me, it's putting pressure in the center. So I played f6, or is it bishop? I mean, I was thinking bishop to g4.
No. Actually, f6. Okay. Bishop g4. That's the move that comes to my mind. Okay.
Yeah,
This is also the option. Knight g6, h6 as the computer is saying. But
yeah,
let's see this move. Okay. So
uh
what happens
huh.
if queen here? You can just take, right? Take and play. That's not out of question, right?
Okay.
Okay. What happens if okay, you play this
He has to take the bishop.
and then what now? How do you defend? Okay, knight
Yeah,
f4. Never mind. This is let's not go into this. Okay. So what
yeah.
he usually plays is bishop b2. Actually, I play this against him. Okay. I play against him. So oh, that's what.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking. Okay, if I play Bishop G4, I was thinking about that Queen B3 move, and I just, he's attacking multiple pieces at the same time, and it's complicated.
Okay, so this bishop g4, he will play bishop b2, most probably. Okay,
Yeah,
then you play takes here, bishop takes, and then you play
and then
e6.
that's solid.
I, to be honest, I like this better for black. Okay, this is
Yeah, me
my
too.
own
No, me
opinion.
too. Yeah, if it
So
gets to this, I'm
yeah,
happy.
right, because this bishop is silly. Okay, and then you have the pawn
Yep.
on e4, the d4 that is gonna be a liability. Okay, best line for white is when they play bishop b5, and they can just swap this bishop for the knight. And then in that line, that's the one you play f6. Okay, because they
Hmm.
already exchanged the light square bishop. But when you play this, then your light squares might become weak.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's the. But this line is good for black. Like you have an easy plan. Playing
yeah,
knight
indeed.
c7, castling, and at some point preparing the well prepared. You can play f6 and put even more pressure to the center, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's usual, right? But you played f6 and that's okay. It's a weakening move. I'm pretty sure you have seen it in book, but maybe this is not the position to play it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just stay away from that move. I know I've studied it, but I always struggle with it. I force myself to I guess be good at it, but it's not. I mean, it's not paying off for sure. Every time I get into that variation,
Mm.
I struggle with it, so I'm not gonna play it anymore.
Yeah.
So,
So what happened? You played.
yeah, I played f6.
Hmm. Eh, bueno, estoy grabando. No, pero no lo pongas tan alto, está bien, así está bien. Okay.
He took with the pawn,
Okay.
and I took with my knight.
With your knight. Okay.
Yep. Which I was thinking taking with the pawn, but
Hmm. Okay.
because now I have a backwards pawn and everything. But I took with the knight. Yeah, this is definitely a bad game. At this point, I was just thinking. I don't know. I was going crazy.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but you still have the option of bishop g4.
Yeah. So then now he played bishop to d3.
Hmm. Okay.
I castled.
Okay.
He castled.
What about this move? You didn't like it?
Yeah. I don't know. I figured, my king's pretty open right now. Let me just castle first.
Okay.
But
Yeah, maybe you could afford it because you had the option of playing bishop g4 and then playing
hmm
e6, right? If he
yeah,
doesn't, as long as he doesn't have any tricks, because this bishop is not doing anything, okay? But of
yeah,
course, this bishop is better in e3 than in f3, okay?
yeah.
In d3 than in f3. So okay, so
That's
what
true.
happened after that? So he played you castle, right? And he castle. You still
Yeah.
have the option of G4, but you didn't play it. What do you play
Well,
now?
actually, no, no. Actually, after I castled, I played bishop to G4.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
he played bishop to E2.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah,
I can't believe it, man. Now you can do it.
I can take
No, you
E
can
E
play either E6
E6.
or bishop takes.
Yeah.
Okay, E6. It's
Well, no, no. I didn't play either one.
okay.
Which yeah, I played rook to C8,
Yeah. Okay.
and then after rook to C8, he played H3. So even better, I could have done it, but
Yeah, maybe E6 was more to the point, but this is fine. Huh? You know.
and I didn't
Mm.
take though.
You didn't take.
No, I played bishop F5.
Okay. Yeah. Carlos, like this bishop is supposed to be taken, be swapped. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be swapped.
Yeah,
E6
no,
was
no,
better
and I
here.
see it now because I'm like if I take that knight and he takes it, and then I played E6,
Hmm.
white bishop is useless, and I didn't see that his white bishop is
Yeah,
useless.
that's the structure you're
It's
looking
stuck.
for. Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. Cool.
swapping the bishop, playing e6, playing maybe queen d7, playing rook a to e8, right?
Yeah.
And trying to at some point put some pressure on the on the d4 pawn. That's the main thing. And you even have in this variation you have the f5 open, so maybe okay. So what is his plan? Maybe he will try to put some pressure on the e pawn, right? If you play it in
Yep.
e6. So let's see. Okay. So what do you play here? You play bishop
Bishop
f5.
F5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Main line. Okay. What happened
And then
after this?
he played Queen B3.
Okay. Um, Queen b3, right?
Yep.
Okay. Hmm.
And then and then I hear I played Queen D7. This is a terrible game, so feel free to make fun of
Hmm.
me.
Yeah. The okay. I can see that. Right. He has these options, right? Okay. What did he play?
Now he played Bishop to G5.
Makes sense. Yeah. A lot of sense.
Yeah, and then now I played E6,
Right.
and now I just got into big trouble. He played Bishop to B5,
Okay.
and then I played A6.
Okay. This was a possibility actually.
That was let me see. Yeah, what does the computer say there?
Queen d6. Just
Hmm.
on pinning. Like yeah,
Yeah, because that.
this knight can go to e4. That looks like very natural. And you
Hmm.
just improve the scope of the bishop on
Yeah.
h7, right? Um, like now you have to come up with a plan. That's the hardest one, right?
Hmm.
So maybe trying to go with this increasing the the pressure on the d7 on the d4 and then pinning your queen, right?
Yep.
This is still like good game for you. Like I don't. So far, it's
Yeah, I
not
guess I
bad.
wasn't. I just lost myself in the possibilities of knight to e5, like
But
his
now
knight.
that is a threat, right?
Yeah.
That is a threat. And if you play e6, you can play it right away, right? I don't know if that's what he played, but that's a possibility. And he
Yeah.
gets
No.
like some pressure.
Yeah. At this point, I played e6. So he actually took.
Okay, he has this option which looks like better, right?
Yeah.
Then he has some attack. And the good thing about this bishop b5 move is that it takes the attacker of the d4 pawn. So it's like I don't know this position, this type of position. You can see that the pressure of the pawns in the center, e4, d4 pawn, and the outposts on e5 are very important, right? So many times the bishop can guard the knight, right?
Uh-huh.
from attacking this d4 pawn. And same thing happened. Like your bishop could have guarded this knight from defending the d4 pawn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that white bishop, my white bishop could have both taken out his strong knight
mm,
and completely redirected his white bishop. So yeah, you're right. I mean, that move taking on f3 would have been perfect.
but if you see, like he didn't have he didn't have a good plan either. Like you can see that he's making a lot of mistakes. You can see that thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. And now what did he play?
he took knight.
Yeah.
He took the knight. Yeah,
How do you took back?
with the pawn. I had to because if not,
Oh my god.
he forks.
He forged? How?
He forced me with a knight to e5.
What about this move?
Oh, that's true.
Okay, let's see. But pawn takes, like that looks bad, to be honest. So
Hmm.
your structure becomes like really bad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
These
I have two.
a6 pawn weak.
I have two backwards pawns. Yeah, that's
You have
true.
the backward pawn. You can like he can occupy the knight in c5, right? He
Yep.
can build up on the c file. So okay, so you took with the pawn, right? Okay,
And then now he played knight to e5.
right?
Played queen to c7.
Okay. Oof, okay.
And then he
Queen to
played
c7.
queen to a4.
Okay.
I played c5.
Okay, when the computer is giving you c5. Okay, fine.
Oh, the computer says c5 also. Yeah, because he can't take.
Hmm.
And then here he takes bishop takes f6.
Oh my god, you're better now. Right. Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so things got. That's the end of my notation, but so I'll just have to because it got into blitz after this. At least for me, I was really low on time. I mean,
Hmm.
he had so much more time than me. Um,
Oh, what? He played g4 maybe or something like that, right?
he played knight to d7.
Okay, fine. You can
So
even
what?
sack the exchange, right? That's looks formal. Sacking the exchange here. You have the two bishops.
That's what I played.
Yep. Did he take the rook?
Yep.
Okay. What did he play?
Yeah, he took the rook, and then here he played. Let me try to remember.
If he played queen a6, you have the option of playing
Yeah,
bishop
take.
takes h3.
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bishop and then queen g3.
I think he played rook a to d1, and then here I believe I played queen to e5. I think yeah.
Queen to e5. Okay.
So you think maybe at this point I had any attack?
Yeah, yeah. You have compensation for sure. This the pawn is very strong. The your bishops are very strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I was blitzing it out here, so it was. I played queen to e5 for sure. I was thinking, okay, maybe. I mean, at least I can get another pawn, for the
I
for
don't
the
know
exchange.
if you have this one. Oh,
Yeah,
you don't. Okay, he just takes the bishop. Okay, never mind. Um, queen f4.
yeah.
Trying
You
to
know
build
what?
up,
I think
right?
when I played queen e5, he played king h1.
Okay, like okay.
King eight, yeah, and then here, I mean, I was so low on time. I actually I took the knight for the
Oh
pawn.
my god. Okay. Yeah, that's maybe a
I knew it wasn't that great, but I couldn't come up with anything, and I had to make a move.
hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'll take a pawn. Took, and then I took his pawn.
Mm-hmm. He took him here.
Yeah, he took, And then here
You
I
have perpetual, right? Maybe.
yeah, but but you see, I played exactly that. But of course,
He has this move, right?
yep, he played
Okay, you
that.
found it.
So this is exactly what happened in the game. He played
Oh, okay.
rook to d3, which I did not see at all.
Yeah, and I didn't
So
see it either when I was moving. Okay.
yeah, so maybe before I did that, I could have played c4.
Yep.
So that would have been, I thought, okay, this is good, but I didn't see it. So I got too excited with the idea of a perpetual, that I just went with it. So,
Yeah, I think
but I
typical.
still wasn't a lost game. Even if we go forward, it was still really close. I lost at the end really because I was able to push those two pawns all the way up to the seventh and sixth rank.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Let me see
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So even even after he played that, I took check. He took with the king. Then here I played, I believe, back to e5. Yeah, and then things got weird here. I believe he played rook to g3, and then I kept pushing my pawns. Yeah, that one first, and then he played. Yeah, after that I really can't remember, but it was such a close game.
Yep.
I thought I was winning really because literally my pawns were all the way to this one pawn on c2 and the other pawn was on d3. And he had no choice but a perpetual, like to force me into perpetual. But I had less than 5 seconds left. I made one move and pretty much lost the game. So
Yeah, actually, your main points of this game are the plan would take in the night. I think that
yep.
is, I don't know, like computer
No,
shows
no.
different stuff, but that's main plan. Okay, that's usual
I
plan.
completely agree with you. Like if I were in
Yep.
this position, I would see it next time.
Yeah,
Because
mainly
I'm taking out that
yeah.
strong knight that defends the center pawn. So I'm weakening. I'm putting more pressure on that d4 pawn, and then not only that, I'm misplacing his bishop, white bishop.
Yep,
So
and you're preventing the strong outpost of the knight on e5 as well,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So yeah, that's usual. Yeah. So that's one thing, right? This f6, he didn't have to play like this either, right? He could have left just the pawn over there.
yeah. No,
Okay.
no. I don't think I've played a game where
Bishop.
they actually take on the f6 pawn.
Yep.
That was probably my first time that somebody took f6.
That's a possibility. Okay. Bishop.
Yeah,
That's a possibility. Queen b6 maybe as well. That's the other possibility. So yeah, it's maybe now that I look at it, maybe f6 is not that bad. Like maybe, but bishop g4 is the one that pops in my mind. Okay.
yeah,
Yep. So and then you have other options as well. You have bishop g4, and then you have plans with knight h6,
yeah.
trying to
Knight
go here.
h6 to f5. Yeah,
Wow,
we can actually
that's
go
pretty
to
cool. Yeah.
in my let's go to my next game,
Yep.
and it was the exact same opening,
Okay.
but I was able to do the knight to h6
Yep.
very. Okay, this was with Delbert, and I was black, of course. He played e4, c5.
Okay, 1 second. Let me flip.
Yeah.
Okay, e4.
Yeah, this is a slightly different order here, but yeah, e4, c5, c3.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Let me stop the analysis. Okay. Why is showing like this engine analysis? Okay. Yeah. So e4 is you were white, right?
Oh no, I was black.
Oh, okay. So let me flip the board once more. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah,
e4.
so he went straight for the Alpine from the beginning. So he played c3.
Okay.
I played g6,
Mhm.
knight f3,
Okay.
g7, bishop g7.
Yep.
He played d4. I took. He took, and then I played d5.
D5. Okay. You gotta check the line with the taking the pawn. Okay. That's a
Yeah,
line
yeah.
that.
Because taking if they take the pawn, I will play knight f6
Yeah, actually,
first.
the you know what it is? This is the like Caro-Kann, the Panov Bodmini attack, and this is maybe the line that I hate the most to play with white. I play against the Caro-Kann, and
Yeah,
they play pawn takes. Okay, so that's very to be honest, like there's a lot of theory or that. Well, maybe not a lot of theory, but I think it's very tricky. I don't usually don't find the best move, but with the knight here on f3, maybe that this line is not that good with for white. Okay, if he goes for this,
yeah,
okay, but it's a line that that it's like you need to be aware of because people want
yeah.
either take with the pawn or they can push e5.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Almost every game that I might have played one game where they've actually taken, and
Mm.
I think I won that game, and I got lucky because I had just reviewed that opening,
Mm.
and yeah, it was knight to f6. Not immediately taking that pawn with the queen. It's knight to f6 first, and then from there taking the aiming to take the knight with the pawn with the knight. So
Okay.
castle, and then I like that for if they were to take, I would love it because I like that setup for me. So
So
oh yeah, so
what happened?
he pushed e5.
Okay.
So we're very similar to the previous game. So here I play knight to c6.
Hmm.
He plays h3 here, which
Yep.
I don't. He's preventing. I guess you remember what you were talking about,
Yes.
bishop g4. So I guess he heard you. Um, so
Yeah,
then here,
that's a move that I like. Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
here I played f6 again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it work this time.
Okay.
So I played f6,
Mm.
and then he played bishop b5.
Wow. Okay.
Now here I played knight to h6.
Maybe bishop e6 is a move as well.
Yeah, I think bishop e6 is theory move. I have to look at it. That's one that I considered as well. Yeah,
Okay. But okay.
yeah. So I ended up playing the knight to h6, and then here he played queen to c2, which was new to me.
Hmm?
Usually, if they put queen to c2, usually if they put pressure on that knight, they would play um, queen to a4. But I guess he felt he was putting pressure somewhere else. I guess at the same time, I don't know. But he played that move. So
I
at
think
this
you can
point,
just castle.
yeah, you think
To be
so?
honest.
Because if
Yeah.
I castle, I would would I lose that pawn with any compensation?
Yeah. I think you have even straight ahead like line to get it back to get a better position. Look at this. I don't know if it works. Okay.
Yeah, because
Let's see if you
okay.
castle. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Let's say queen takes. What about this move? Huh. Okay, it doesn't work.
Wow. Yeah. Well. Wow.
Okay, he has this move. Okay. What I was thinking is like you could take the bishop on f1, on c1, but okay, it doesn't work. But that's what I thought. Okay, so after this, rook b8,
Wow.
and he's I don't know. I think it's a possibility. You have
Hmm.
the good scope for this rook, the queen. You might have some attacking chances in the king side.
Yeah.
Knight to e5. Let's say they take c5. You can even have this one right away. Bishop takes h3. Or rook takes. Maybe that's a more like a sharper line. You
Yeah.
see? You have the like he took time on taking the pawn on c6, but in the
Yeah. He lost.
meantime
Loses a tempo.
you
Yeah.
are like going for the attack, right?
Hmm.
Yep. Loses tempo. You are have the lights for bishop, so it's a possibility, man.
I'm actually very curious now. I'm gonna look through that. That's
You have another
because
way to prevent this with queen a5 as well.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what I played.
Yeah.
Queen a5 check.
Okay. What happened here? Okay, and queen a5, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe okay, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But that's a possibility, okay?
Yeah, so his only defense there, yeah, knight to c3. Now, I played knight to f5.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking maybe castle first?
I think he has a knight takes no, oh sorry. Okay, it's fine
Yeah.
now. Now he can
So
what?
here he played bishop to d2.
Mm, you know, like he has g4 and this knight would be misplaced. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. I remember I play a game against you. I play something like this in
Yeah.
PlayStation. Well, in a 15-minute game, I don't know if what that was. But yeah, that was like G4 is a usual plan, right? You weaken your structure, but you just like kind of hamper the scope of this knight, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah. So where if he were to play at that point,
mm,
bishop, if he were to play b4 attacking my knight, what would I play? That's a good question. I mean, I would just have to go back, right?
which one?
Like
Like this?
for
Yeah.
example, if I yeah there he plays b4. I mean, I have
G4.
no
Yeah.
choice.
Yep. You have to go back, huh?
Yeah, but then his yeah he has to castle queenside. So
Actually,
he
here
would
it's the computer is giving a sacrifice. Okay, but that's computer move, of course. Just sacrificing the yeah, sacrificing. The thing is here where he like weaken his skin side a bit. So
yeah
computer's giving this sacrifice. Okay, that's interesting, of course.
yeah.
Yep.
I play like a computer then because you're gonna see my next moves.
Okay. So what happened now?
So he plays. Well, I played knight to f5. He played bishop to d2, which made me a bit uncomfortable because maybe there was
Yep.
some weird maybe I don't know tactics,
Well, he
but
has knight 95 right away. Threat.
yeah exactly. So he
And if
has
you
that
take the
threat.
bishop, he has a fourth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
So
what? What happened now?
wait, he played bishop to d2.
Okay.
I played. What did I play? I castled.
Okay.
So yeah, so here he took bishop takes, and then I took, and then now I played. What did I play? Queen. Where are we at? Bishop takes c6. B takes.
Yep.
It's his turn, right? So
Yep.
he played queen to
No,
c1.
yours, right?
No, because I just took the pawn.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So queen to c1.
What
I
is
didn't like
that
that
move?
move. I thought he just wasted time there, and
What the
I didn't
hell
like it
is
at
that
all.
move, man? Okay. I don't like that's a strange move, man. Strange
Right?
move. Just
I
castle.
didn't like it. I mean, at all.
Yep.
I felt like it gave me one move for free.
Yep, for sure.
Now here,
He
I'll
has
be
also
honest.
the option of taking here.
But
Okay.
you, but you but you know why he made that move. I remember now. You know why he made queen to c7?
Yeah.
Go
Why?
go on with with your original threat b4 because now I can't go anywhere with that knight.
Okay. Okay.
You see, so now yeah.
Yeah, but okay. Let's see. Maybe he has a point. Okay. I was thinking about f takes. You
Uh
take with
huh.
the bishop, 94, getting the bishop. Simple as that. Okay.
Yep. Oh, that's right.
Yep. And that's actually a computer move as well. So he played this move, right? That seems a bit artificial, unless he has the threat of playing that. But you have
But
e6.
yeah, I how why not e takes e6? I mean e takes f6 there because I mean I would love to do that. E takes I probably would have done that. E takes f6 just because that removes my backwards pawn and it covers both g5 and e5 against
Yep.
the knight.
That's an option as well. Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Only thing is Yeah, this bishop needs some time to activate. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what
that's
he's gonna
true.
do.
Yeah, maybe rook to e8 and then bishop to f8 eventually, something like
Yep.
that.
Yes. So now what? Now what?
Yeah, so the game gets really weird, and the quality of the game I think goes downhill. So,
Okay, he
um,
plays this, right?
yeah, he plays that, which honestly I had no idea why he played that, and he showed me after why because it makes sense. Well, no, here I played after he played queen to c1. I took immediate opportunity to prevent him or to keep his king in the center, right? Because him playing queen to c1, he can't castle queenside for a while, and his only castling will be kingside. So I played bishop to a6.
Okay.
Bishop to a6 right now,
Hmm.
but now I did not see that he plays b4.
G4, right?
I'm sorry, g4, yeah.
Yep.
So
But
now my knight is lost, right?
yes, but his king position is like
Yeah,
horrible.
that yeah. So I wasn't too
You can
bad
sack
angry
him.
about it,
Yeah.
yeah. But then the question came, what type of sacrifice I'm gonna make here? I actually played I played Bobby Fischer move here. No. Knight to h4, completely deviating his knight from any action. That was my idea,
Okay.
which I don't think was the best move at all. I think taking on the middle was the best move.
What you're saying? F takes. What about this one? Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine as well. Okay, and you play this,
I,
right?
I yeah, and I didn't like that because just because the let's say I do sack my knight, right, and I take that
Hmm.
pawn.
Yep.
He takes with his knight. I take the pawn, and then his knight goes back to f6 to f3, which is still very active knight for him. He has another weapon.
Well, you
So
have
I figured okay, let me play knight to h4 and get his knight out of there and just constantly put pressure now.
Okay. So what about sorry, what about this one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say he plays this. You play this. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Knight. Oh, okay. He cannot take. Knight e4.
Mm-hmm.
Knight e4.
Queen to c7.
Queen b6 or c7. Let's say b5. That's threatening mate,
Oh,
right?
threatening mate. Mm-hmm. I saw those two. Yeah.
Knight g3. You can even take with the rook, maybe.
Yep.
Or e6. Taking with the rook.
Yeah.
But
That's
he
what I
has.
liked about it. About
Yeah,
bishop
he
to
has
five.
a5. Never mind. But yeah, you have some options here, right? So you
Yeah.
have a few pawns, and he has a weak pawn for the and his bishop and queen are really awkward, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't mad that I was losing my knight just because I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, look, he can't castle. King's in the center, and I'm gaining 2 pawns for it.
Yeah,
That's what my idea. So I was
you
like,
can
hey, this
even
is
get
good.
3 pawns in this line,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so that's an option. And then you played knight h4, which makes some
Yeah.
sense as well. Knight takes. Oh, sorry. Okay. Uh, okay.
Yep.
And then you took, right? F takes e5.
Yeah. After knight takes. Hold on. Do I have it here? Knight h4. Yeah, he took, and then I played queen. This doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I don't. I think after that we were both low on time. Remember, it was a
Yeah.
quick chess pretty much. So yeah, I took. Um,
Mm. On e5, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and then I believe he. I don't know why he didn't take. He played queen to d1, which blunder. I'm not sure why. I guess maybe he didn't want to open up that bishop. I don't know. So I just took another pawn.
Okay.
Now there he played B4, another blunder, I think. And then I played queen to C7. That was almost a free move for me, I thought. And then here, hold on, let me see if I. No, I don't have it. So
But
uh,
this is pretty much over, right?
yeah,
He's
I mean it's over because I'm threatening now. I'm threatening E5 check, right? Queen E5 check, and
well, but you're playing first to take the knight, right?
yeah,
So he has to go back. He plays
yeah,
95. You can even play this, right?
yep,
Or you can play
yeah.
queen e5.
Yeah, multiple threats everywhere. Oh, okay, I remember what he played here, which again was another blunder. Go back one. He didn't play that knight. He played queen to C7. I mean queen to C2, which I mean it's just at that point I was like okay. So then here I just took the knight.
You can have queen first check, and then
Yep.
you take the knight. Just okay, but that's anyways.
Yep.
He's already winning, right?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. So I took that with the same similar idea because he takes the pawn, I push pawn d4. Now I think he resigned after this point.
Okay.
No, he made like two more moves and he resigned. So it was just it was a weird game.
Delbert.
But I consider myself an attacking player, so that bishop to a6 move I thought I mean it just paid off obviously. So
Yeah, you're an attacking player as myself as well, and we play
yeah.
similar stuff. But yeah. So main thing like I
No,
don't
I
know
need
if
to review
it's.
these openings for sure. Um,
But
it,
yeah,
it
like
was yeah, it was definitely an eye opener for me, especially since I both games where I played black. I mean, I played the exact same opening, so I definitely have to review it.
yes, the ideas are like. I think you played it pretty well. Okay. Maybe on the first one, I got the impression that you had the option of playing knight g5, but knight e4. But there are other plans as well, like this one with knight h6 and g and f4 and f5, and it's very strong as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's those are interesting lines, and I think good
Hmm.
for black. I like them. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yep. Okay. That was great, man. Great games. Yeah, great games.
Yeah, I have my game with Alejandro Moreno, but we can review that some other day because it wasn't.
Mm.
It was just that was my the Samo game that I played against him. But yeah, I thought I felt good. I felt good, especially since I feel like I don't play as strong in a quick chess.
Mm.
I feel like I held my own in this tournament. So
Great.
good.
So I'm gonna put it in YouTube if you don't mind. Is it
Yeah,
fine for
man,
you?
for sure.
I don't. I hope like Gaston or Jordanis they don't mind as well. Maybe I might ask them. But yeah, those were great games. So I'm gonna post them and we have some more of these videos. I'm trying to do some. I've done some blitz games and I have posted them on online as well. So I'm trying to do some more stuff.
Awesome.
So we
Yeah.
can also keep
Next,
track of our progress and right.
are you gonna go to the Turkey Bowl? Because we can do the same thing with my games after the Turkey Bowl. I'll be playing in the under 2050
I'm
section.
going on a cruise that day.
Oh wow,
So
look at you.
yeah, we bought the tickets a couple days back.
Okay.
So yeah, I have the cruise, but we can review your games.
Yeah.
And we can right we can see that thing as well. Like I can give you input from me,
Yeah.
right? And then we can check it out and see like I don't know if you get advice from another player. I think that will help you as well,
Yeah.
right?
No, definitely.
Yep.
So, all right, brother. Thank you so much,
All
man.
right, bro. Take care.
All right.
Have a good
We'll
night.
chat later. All right. Bye.
Bye.